What's going on, guys? Billy here, and today I want to give you a first look at Skywatch AI, an on-demand drone liability insurance app that lets you purchase coverage as you need it, whether you're a hobbyist pilot or you're Part 107 certified. Once you finish flying, it also gives you a safety score, so the better rating you get, the less that you pay. We see this in the car insurance industry. The safer that you drive, the less money you pay for car insurance. It's sort of the same thing, so if you're somebody out there who flies safely all the time, but you still want to get insurance for the unexpected accident that may happen, this is going to be perfect, as you can pay less money the safer that you fly. As I worked closely with the Skywatch team to put together this video, one of the biggest questions that I had for them, because I figured one of the biggest questions that you guys would ask me, is what is the insurance company that covers these pilots? To their response, it was Star Companies. They're one of the largest aviation insurers in the United States, so think of Skywatch as an insurance broker, and they're the one selling Star's insurance to you. Also remember that Skywatch offers liability insurance and not drone coverage insurance. So it'll cover you as a pilot if, let's say, something goes wrong with your drone and you injure someone or you break someone's property, then it's got you covered. But let's say you just fly your drone into a tree, it's not going to cover the cost of the damages to your drone. So now that most of that information is out of the way, I want to do a quick walkthrough with you guys of the Skywatch application on my iPhone to show you guys how it works and some of its different features. Now keep in mind, I'm running beta software on my phone, so this isn't the finished version, although once that finished version does come out and it's fully released, it should have some significant improvements. Anyway, opening up the app, it will bring us right into the map that is powered by Google Maps. If it's your first time getting into the app, you'll have to create an account or log in if you already have one made. So, off of the bat, the first thing that I noticed is it isn't yet optimized for the iPhone X, which is a bummer, but isn't a deal breaker. If we look at something like Verifly, it too isn't optimized for this new iPhone, but I like how the Skywatch app at least stretches out to take advantage of the extra screen real estate. For the record, I tried this app on my iPad Mini 4 as well, and it looked fine, so it's all about waiting for the optimization to come. Starting in the top left corner, we can access the menu, which gives you the options of looking at your profile, your discounts, your credit card on file, your flight log, an option to share, an FAQ section, and finally, the option to log out. A sign of this being a beta app is the fact that when clicking on FAQ, it simply says coming soon, but again, this is something I would expect to be there in the full release version. One of these sections I want to highlight is the My Discounts section, which gives you information on how much you'll be saving on your drone liability insurance. The first section is at the top and shows you your safety score, which I unfortunately don't have yet because I haven't had the time to log as many flights as I would have liked. Clicking on the drop-down menu, it shows you some more detailed information, including the small graphic on the bottom that gives you an idea of how much you'll be saving depending on your score. If you keep a 95 and above, you're eligible to save 30%, which could be huge. Now, the way that this safety score number is measured is obviously through your flying skills and how safe you fly, but in order to actually track this, you'll need to use Skywatch's built-in flight deck, which I'll touch on a bit later in the video. The Skywatch team is currently working on a way to analyze flights outside of their app through other applications you may use, which would be awesome. If we scroll down, we have yet another way to save on insurance, which is measured by your experience. Clicking on the drop-down menu, it will give you an idea of how much the discount will be and shows you how many logged insurance hours that you have above the infographic. Ultimately, at the bottom, you can see how much you are saving between your safety score and your logged hours of insurance time, which could be up to 55% off if you keep a safety score of above 95 and log more than 13 insured hours. That is a significant discount on what could be something you use every day as a drone pilot. Now, let's go back to the home screen to give you an idea of just how this application works. The big blue circle can be moved on the screen to change the area that you want to be covered, and you can select the size of the radius by tapping on the small blue circle in the bottom right corner, which gives you the option of 1/8 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile, and 1/2 a mile. If you want a more precise selection, you can tap the small icon again in the bottom right corner with a line on it to actually create a custom flight zone. So, for example, let's say I want to fly inside of this park. I can map it out accordingly and make sure that the edges just touch around the outside of the park so that I'm not overpaying for insurance. For the rest of this demo, let's go back to the circle selection and zoom out a bit. You'll notice in the bottom left corner it says that I'm expected to pay $10 per hour for my insurance. If we drag this flight closer to the middle of my hometown, it bumps up to $15 an hour due to the major roads and schools, and you'll notice that the major roads are actually highlighted in yellow. That's a pretty cool touch. If we go a little bit further over towards this hospital, it jumps up to $25 an hour due to the heliport as well as the major roads. $25 is the highest that I've seen. I mean, even if you get close to an international airspace, it will cap out at $25. So we essentially have three different increments: 10, $15, and $25. If you'd like, you can also search for a location using the magnifying glass in the top right corner. But I guess now all that's left to do is purchase some drone insurance. Alright, so let's go back over to the park that I began at and set a smaller radius, let's say about 1/8 of a mile. We'll hit go in the bottom right corner and you see that I get a prompt saying that flying at nighttime will incur higher charges, which only popped up because I'm currently recording this video at nighttime. If you were to go through this process in the middle of the day, you wouldn't see that pop up. Now we can choose our liability limit of $500,000, $1 million, and for Part 107 certified pilots only, you can choose up to $5 or $10 million, which could come in handy if you're on a job site with expensive machinery. As you would expect, choosing these options certainly increases the price, so for now I think I'm going to stick with a limit of $1 million. Next, we'll select our duration, so I'll do 2 hours, and finally we can read over some of the guidelines, what's covered through the insurance, and add another person or company to our insurance if we wanted to. So right now it looks like my estimated price is around $26.25. And just imagine, this could even go lower with the discounts offered by Skywatch. Now that I'm all ready, I'll hit Get Insured, to which I get a full summary of my purchase. If everything checks out, tap Begin Coverage at the bottom and you're in. The area that you've covered will appear on the map and you're good to go. Also, you'll get an email with all of your information laid out sort of as a backup plan, so let's say something actually does go wrong, all of your information will be located within your email. Now, the final thing that I want to touch on is the flight deck built into the Skywatch application, which currently is not available in the full release version. It's in beta, so I've got it within my application, but when you guys go to download this within about the first week, it's not going to be available. The Skywatch team told me it's going to be available within the first week of the app's release. Anyway, looking at the flight deck, you'll see it's definitely not optimized for the iPhone X, and because this is not needed to actually get the insurance, I probably wouldn't use it. Maybe it would be worth it for the discount you would receive, but the DJI Go app looks a lot cleaner and easier to use. I tried leaving the area and you'll see a small warning popped up, so I turned around, and then when I tried to leave again, no warning popped up, so it's a little bit finicky. I also tried to fly a little bit higher than 400 feet to see if I got a warning, which also never came. So as of right now, if you go download this app, you won't be able to use this feature, but it is coming and definitely needs to be ironed out. So guys, that's it for my first look at Skywatch AI, the drone liability insurance app. I really do think that they knocked it out of the park with this idea, especially being able to achieve discounts or earn discounts on your insurance. I think that that is a top-notch idea. The app needs a little bit of work on the iPhone X side of things. As far as Android is concerned, I don't own an Android, so maybe if you guys own one and you download it, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Again, guys, this application just went live today at 9 a.m. I believe, so go ahead and check it out on the App Store as well as the Google Play Store. Type in skywatch.ai, or if you don't feel like doing that, I'll put some links down in the description to go and check it out. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.